What is up, YouTube? I'm finally back on the air. It's Wednesday night. I want to apologize. I haven't been on the air the last few days. According to my clock, it's been 3 days since, the YouTube clock. It's been 3 days since I've done a show. Well, what's been going on is I've been working some overtime at work, so I've been going into work at about 10 in the morning, getting off at 11 o'clock at night. So that's quite a big day, and I gotta be there early, so it's kind of difficult to do a show at night, and so I've just been kind of putting all my energy toward my work. But I've got a normal schedule now, so I should be able to bring you more regular shows, unless something unforeseen happens. But I do apologize for not being on the air for the last few days. But I have been monitoring the market, and we have seen some definite big gains. Now I've noticed that we have had a bit of a pullback today, which, when you do go up a little bit, you do expect that you're going to have a pullback, because it just stands to reason that, you're not going to be able to just keep going up and keep going up and keep going up without some kind of price correction. You're going to have I love to say a lot. I know that's probably one of my shortcomings, but I do apologize for that in advance. But if you don't have a price correction, there's really, I think what it does is it kind of resets, kind of, corrects. And if you don't have a price correction, the problem is it runs out of steam. There's no place else for it to go. And if you don't, as I've said in previous shows, if you don't have a support level like Bitcoin's price right now in the $9,300 to $9,400 range, if you don't slowly but surely, yeah, I just about said it again. But if you don't build, if you don't consolidate, consolidating is very boring. You'll have a day of full consolidation, and that basically means the price of Ethereum could sit, like right now, it could sit on $175 all day. Now, yes, it's not very fun to watch. It's not exciting at all, but what it's doing is it's building a support. And if it does that for, say, a good solid week, which would totally suck, but you want to build that support like at $9,400 for Bitcoin. Keep it at around this price for a good week or two. Parabolic is fun, but the problem with Parabolic is you don't build that support. And as I've said in the past, it's like a wave. When the wave is cresting, that's when it's at its zenith. That's when it's at its highest point. And if there's no structure to support that wave, it'll be like sand. It'll just come crumbling down. And that's what happens with the price. And I think that's what happened back in 2017 when Bitcoin itself went up to, let's see, 19,900, I believe it was. There was no support because there was a lot of FOMO going on. People were afraid of missing out. And that's the issue, guys, with no support. It's going to crumble. This price will, I think for a while, the support line, the actual support of Bitcoin for a long time was between 7,500 and between 75 and $8,200. I want to say that's your support level. That's the level it consolidated out for a good month or two. So that is your support level. Will these levels of 9,000 plus hold? I don't know. I hope they do. I hope we can consolidate out. I hope we can um, continue to build and continue to make gains. Now, some of you might want to be like, "Oh, you're crazy, Jason. You know, you're not going to be able to make a whole lot of money doing this." But I would rather make a gain of okay, maybe $10 every once in a while. Let it jump up 10 or maybe $25 every once in a while. But when you have these crazy parabolic going from, let's say, Ethereum, for example, 131 all the way to 200, guys, that is not going to hold forever. What it's going to do is it might hold there for a few days, and just like the bouncing the basketball, um, it's just yeah, it's just going to be like bounce real high, but then kind of level off a little bit. And I don't know, it's just. And speaking of basketball, if you guys are not, I don't know if you're sports fans or not, but I just want to say my condolences to the Bryant family. Kobe Bryant, he was in a helicopter crash on Sunday, and I just wanted to. I know they may never hear this, but I wanted to offer my condolences to the Laker organization and also to his wife and kids, because I don't know, it's just that's got to be hard. But I kind of we lived in Sacramento, me and my mom and my brother for a long time, and during that time, back in '99, 2000, 2001, the Kings and the Lakers had a huge rivalry, and Kobe was their biggest star. And me being from Sacramento, the Kings fans, we pretty much hated the Lakers, but I respected him for what he was. And I would dare say that he was right up there with Michael Jordan. I mean, he's just one of those players that maybe comes around once every 2 or 3 generations. But I just wanted to kind of express my condolences to them, and they probably might not ever hear this or see this, but I just kind of wanted to put that out there. But anyway, getting back to the charts here, we're going to go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin here. We started out the day at about 93.7347. Retraced about 93.32 a little bit, not too bad. Kind of ping ponged around a little bit. And then we shot up to about 9,400. Let's see. Let's call 9,400 your high so far. And we met resistance at about 94.50. 9,500 is about the resistance right now. And we fell back to about 92.35. 92.56. Let's call that your low. And 9,450 is your high. So right now your support levels are between 92 and 9,400. You're meeting that resistance. The resistance is, for whatever reason right now, it's resisting getting past the point of 9,500. But I just have a feeling once we crack that $9,500 barrier for Bitcoin, guys, we're going to be above $10,000, and then it's going to be game on. I mean, once you get above 10 grand, from what I understand, that is like the barometer to say, hey, things are great right now. But anyway, guys, Bitcoin's looking great. Some folks are saying it could go to $60,000 to $70,000. I don't know about all that. I'm thinking probably more like 18 to 19, maybe 20 again, like it did last 2017. So anyway, guys, that's it for Bitcoin. Let's take a look at XRP real quick. Okay. Okay, guys, with XRP, we started out the day at about 24 cents. Kind of retraced a little bit, ping-ponged around, retraced again. Went down to about 0.232. So let's say 24 cents, 0.232 to 24 cents. That is your support level right now. You know, as boring as XRP can be sometimes, let me tell you something. If I had $1,000 to drop in crypto and I wanted something that was going to be about as safe as possible, number one, I would put it in XRP simply due to the fact that, you know, when you do go down, you really don't go down by all that much. And my number two coin of choice, of course, is Ethereum. I just think Ethereum is one of the best investments out there. And then I'd say third would be Litecoin. I've always been a fan of Litecoin as well. But, you know, there are some people that are saying XRP could jump to $14. Is that possible? Well, with your supply being over, you know, a billion coins, billions and billions of coins, highly unlikely, but with the perfect storm, anything's possible, guys. Anything is possible. You just have to have the right press. You have to have the right conditions. This could be a $15 or $20 coin. But, as I've said before, we all know that it might touch it for a few seconds or a day, but then you better get out quick because it's not going to sustain those levels. Because the support right now is between 25 and 30 cents, nowhere near 14 bucks. So if we do go that high, if I start to see this coin just going insanely fast up, I will transfer all my Ethereum into XRP and that would just be temporary, of course. But this coin does have explosive potential, so make no mistake about that. I'm still bullish on XRP. Short term, I'd see dollar. Longer term, if we do have another 17 again, like 2017, I'd say $3.50 to $4, guys. That's my realistic price. Maybe 14 bucks, who knows? Right conditions, you never know. Okay, let's see. What did I do? There it is. Okay. We're going to take a look at Litecoin next. Now, Litecoin, I'm still seriously considering. I figure I'm going to be getting my taxes pretty soon, and I'll be getting another RX 570, and I'll be adding that to my rig. My buddy James told me that if I were to kind of change my configurations in my miner for my mining, I could jump up a few points. Well, it did work. I jumped up from, say, 21 hashes a second all the way up to about 23.2. So thanks, James. I appreciate that. I mean, I'll have to go back into the configuration and I'll get you the specs on it later on. But his idea did work, and I am now hashing a little bit better. And the reason I'm telling you this is because with my two graphics cards, I figure my two RX 570s on my rig, I'll be doing about 0.1 Ethereum a month, which is not too bad. That's about 19 bucks a month. So what my thinking is, I'm going to start once I get over a full Ethereum. Anything that I get after that, I'm going to convert. I figure 0.1 of Ethereum is worth 0.03 of Litecoin. So I'm thinking anything that I mine is all going to go to Litecoin. It'll all be converted to Litecoin because my goal, as I've said before, is I would love to have one full Ethereum and one full Litecoin that I just unless Ethereum goes to $1,000 and or $500 or where it makes sense me selling it, I just want to put it away, forget that I have it. My goal still is to get myself a hard wallet. That way I can put it on there and forget it. But anyway, I've rambled on a lot. I am sorry if I've made this show go on real long. But I haven't been on for a while, so I guess I have a lot to say. Okay, guys, we started out the day at 61.72. Not too bad. Kind of started retracing a little bit, which is expected. 60.80. And it fell all the way down here to about say about $58. Let's call $58 your low, and your high about 61. I'd say 61.75 to 62 is your resistance. Once you hit that resistance is when you start going down. But we need to pop through that resistance. I read on Google that we could see in February a $71 Litecoin. So that's why I'm very interested in the Ethereum that I'm mining, going ahead and converting over to Litecoin. But anyway, guys, Litecoin's looking good. If we have another 17, I'd say Litecoin could go anywhere from $200 to $300 plus. Let's move on to Ethereum, and that'll be it for tonight. And if this show did go over 30 minutes, I do apologize. Sometimes I guess I just like to hear the sound of my own voice, but I just haven't been on in a few days, and I guess I had a lot more to say than I thought I did. So, guys, with Ethereum's got the strongest looking chart. I mean, look at this. This is crazy. I mean, we retraced a little bit, but it wasn't horrible. We started out at about 178.72, so we just about cracked 80. I think with this 178.72 is going to be your high, and right here is going to be your low. Say 174. I think I saw about a 172 or 171. That retracement was necessary. We needed that correction because when you get a correction like that, I wouldn't be surprised to see it maybe fall to maybe 169, 170. But then I think another bounce is coming. That could be the bounce that gets us above 180. And then once you get above that 180 barrier, I think you'll be on your way to 200. Some folks are saying this could be a 340 again. Now, if I were to see it go that high, then I would probably have to really consider getting out, but only if I didn't think it was going to go any more. But anyway, guys, I think I've rambled on long enough. Thanks for your patience, and it's good to be back on the air again. And I just wanted to say, please say a prayer for Kobe and his family. I mean, that's just a horrible thing that happened, and that's just. I mean, he was one of the greatest ever, and I mean, I'm a huge Lakers fan myself. I love the Lakers now. I have to admit, but just just remember him and his daughter. I mean, he had his 13-year-old daughter with him. I mean, that's just horrible. That's just, it's just really tough. But anyway, this is Crypto Vision 2.0 Wednesday night. Like I said, I'm going to try and be on the air more regularly now. And please, 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 please subscribe. I really do appreciate you guys watching. Peace out, guys.